Hi, I'm doing a four-part video series here regarding the hiring of Filipinos as virtual assistants using mindset over skill set. My name is Darren Chablik. I am a co-founder of DrDone, and we do project management and team management, team building and team management for our clients. We offer a high ticket done for you service as well as a high ticket done with you service. And we also do social digital audits for the do-it-yourself service. We issue support reports that allow you to focus on what you need to do if you're going to do things yourself. So getting started here. When we are hiring virtual assistants, and I'm hiring 2 social media managers right now, one for our client and one for ourselves, because we're preparing for growth. We're growing and we're preparing for growth. So the ad has already been running for several days now. This video is not about running ads. That's for another day, but we have an ad that is sending traffic into our email messaging system, and we have in our vetting and selection process, we have 4 templated email messages that are ready to go. That's what it boils down to. We got 4 messages that qualify someone to fill out our own online application. So we got the ad, and then we got these messages, 4 pre-made messages, and if they pass these 4 messages with the right mindset, they get sent to our online application. We're not here to discuss the online application. That's for part 2. So when I say mindset over skill set, it means we're looking for mindset much more than the skill set. Because it doesn't matter what the skill set is of the virtual assistant. If the mindset is not a fit, we're not going to be able to do anything with their skill set. And seeing that we are managing them from a distance, live daily video huddle meetings at best is what you really want to do when you manage a team from remote. You want to have live daily meetings for sure, at least 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That's for another day, of course. But you're looking for mindset, because when you get the right mindset, you can train that virtual assistant for anything. If they have really good English, they don't need any experience. As long as they got the right mindset, they can be a social media manager with the right amount of English and confidence, of course, which is all to do with mindset. Confidence, character over credentials, mindset over skill set. We're looking for character. We're looking for good English. We're looking for accountability, showing up on time. We're looking for honesty. We're looking for ability to learn quickly. And all these things are more important than skill set, because if somebody has a skill set, odds are you're going to be retraining them anyway for your systems. You know, whether it be social media management or search engine optimization or Facebook ads manager, you're going to want to train them to your specific needs anyway. So the skill set really is not important. And so we don't even put skill set in our ads. When I write an ad, I'll say looking for a social media influencer. And what that does is anyone that's an influencer in their community in the Philippines, they're popular, they're confident. They know how to use social media already for personal use. And that is mindset. We're looking for mindset. We're looking for character. We're looking for someone who's popular, someone that will be able to withstand the rigors of the stress that is associated with the training, because it can get stressful when you're training someone and they're not doing something right. You got to correct them, and it can get a little bit stressful. And so, you know, that's where the confidence comes in the character of your virtual assistant. So we focus on mindset and character over credentials, mindset over skill set. Now, if you're hiring someone to be like this superstar writer who's going to be, you know, the next Mark Joyner or Joe Vitale or whoever the top writers were in the past 10 years in the internet industry, I mean, you're probably not looking to the Philippines anyway, you know, so, but then you're going to focus more on skill set and experience. But mindset should take precedence when you're hiring someone. Mindset over skill set. Now, the other things, I'll briefly touch on them. The other things that we cover when we're hiring someone in those first 4 questions that we have, I'm not going to be detailing the questions right now. I'm just going to give you an idea on what we do so you know that the work we do is good. I do not reveal our trade secrets in these messages. I will give you some insight on what we do, though, because we are looking for the right match for clients. We're not looking to teach you everything we do, because we don't want everyone doing what we do and doing half-assed job about it. Our vetting process is very serious, so we don't want everyone using it. And so anyone that gets certified to use our vetting process, we'll be able to get the process, but it is a high ticket to get access to our process, whether you want us to do it or you want it done with you. Rate of pay and benefits, that's something that we cover in those first 4 messages. And very, very important, I don't want to send someone to our online application if they don't agree in our rates, because we typically offer $2 to $3 an hour straight up flat. What I mean by that is that's the rate. That's the rate we offer, straight up, hourly pay. We do screen monitoring. We mention that in our messages, not in the first message, but we do mention that in the second or third message. And we've had people that don't like the rate, and they don't like the fact that we record their screens as they work. Well, hey, that's supervision. If you're sitting eyeball to eyeball with someone in your office, that person is watching your screen in person. So we do the same thing. If we're going to pay you by the hour, we want to see your screen. I had one guy just this week who's like, I don't want you watching my screen. Well, all right. Have a good one, man. Thank you for telling me. The vetting process works. It weeds out the people that are not to be trusted. If someone doesn't want you seeing their computer screen, they're hiding something, they're doing multiple jobs at once and they don't want you to know, or they're doing something else that they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know how many hours they're actually working. We pay by the hour, and we take screenshots every 15 minutes. And when there's a problem, and we teach in our management coaching program to be a manager of virtual assistants in our Done With You service, we teach you how to watch the screenshots. And it's every 15 minutes we take a screenshot of our virtual assistants, and we can change that to every 3 minutes in Time Doctor. That's only when we're auditing that person, that virtual assistant. So you really want to weed out the ones that are not happy with your rate of pay, that are not in agreement with you taking screenshots. It's all done professionally by very well-known companies that offer services in the area of, you know, screenshots and payroll and if someone is not in agreement with the rate of pay that you're offering, or the fact that you're taking screenshots of their work that you're paying them for, if they don't like these things or any one of these things, sorry, but they're not going to make it. Even if you try it, you can't go convincing them either. And that's where the vetting process comes in. When you don't use the vetting process, you have very limited applicants to look at. And you kind of, you look at your applicants from a position of scarcity and instead of abundance. When you have 200 applications to look at, you're like, okay, you don't like my rate of pay? Sorry, but we're moving on here. And you don't want to accept them in your vetting process. You got to say goodbye, because a man convinced against his will is of another opinion still. And what that means is, if you don't understand what that means, is if someone is disagreeing with you when you're hiring someone in a vetting and selection process, and even if you convince them or manipulate them into agreeing with you, they're going to feel resentment going into this position of employment, and that's only going to burn you later on. A man convinced against his will is of another opinion still. They're not in agreement. They're never going to be in agreement. They're going to be something holding them back, and you don't want to do that. And whatever you tolerate in your vetting and selection process, you need to tolerate after you hire them. So if you're going to tolerate somebody bugging you for a raise all the time, or someone not showing up for work on time, if you're going to tolerate that in the vetting and selection process, you need to accept that when you hire them. So the quality of your virtual assistant equals the quality of your vetting and selection process. And that is the bottom line. We'll see you in part 2 when we get into the application process of our vetting and selection process, which all relates back to mindset over skill set.